Welcome to Module 4. So we're almost halfway through our course. So you should see on your screen the Module 4 preview here in terms of getting into the Module 4 module. So this week, what we're going to talk about is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So basically, energy, what makes the world basically go around here. So in your intro here, if you want to take a look at the intro, just kind of looking at the objectives, what we're going to be learning here. So using that energy onto the biological aspects, so looking at cellular respiration, the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, and anything that occurs at the cellular level here. For the overview, again, kind of very similar, so just take a look at the overview. The more important one, of course, is readings and resources. So again, if you're taking the the lecture portion along with this lab, reference chapters 6, 7, and 8. So going over section 6.1, looking at catabolic metabolism and anabolic metabolism. 6.4, looking at ATP, and then chapter 7, looking at cellular respiration, and chapter 8, photosynthesis. There's some great information here. Here is the lab. So we'll get into the lab. So very important that you start this very, very soon. So here's the lab for germinating peas. And then here's a great video on photosynthesis as well as cellular respiration. So what is due for this week? You might just see, oh, just one lab, great. But like we warned last week, it's going to take a very, very long time. So don't start this lab Sunday evening at 8 o'clock. You're not going to finish it, and here's why. So take a look again at this photosynthesis video. The link was before in the readings and resources as well too. But the first day, okay, so 2 days before starting the experiment, so you're doing like a pre-prep almost, about 5 minutes. 1 day before you do the experiment, there's a preparation about 15 minutes. The third day, this is the day that you begin your experiment. This is going to be about 60 minutes. And then the day of the experiment, another activity about 60 minutes. So again, you're looking at quite a bit because you're going to be germinating these pea plants. So make sure that you start this in I would say by tomorrow, maybe latest, to make sure that you get everything that you need here. So again, it requires multiple days. So plan accordingly to ensure that everything is prepped. So everything needs to be prepped by Thursday. So again, that's why I recommend doing the lab by Tuesday here. This is the template that you can be using, so make sure you fill out using this template. It does have some lab questions, lab prompts that you should be including in your submittal, so make sure you include that. And that's it. So again, no discussion or anything having to do with the final paper here. Excuse me, let me go into this real quick. So again, kind of going into the biology lab for the module 4. I'm not sure why it clicked out. Unfortunately, it did. So all you have, again, is the 4.1 lab that is due. There's no discussions. There's no other assignments. But again, make sure that you start it by, I would say, again, highly recommend that you start it by tomorrow for the prep, and then the actual experimental portion begin by Thursday. So let me know if you have any questions. This is typically, as long as you start on time, this is typically everyone's more favorite lab because you actually get to see something growing, to actually know that you did it yourself. It's kind of a neat thing. But let me know if you have any questions on that.